go. OBS is so annoying. Here we go. Perfect. Drag this over. Get onto a chart which I actually like. Boom. Here we go. This looks lovely. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. 1 second. Plan. There we go. That's done. Scroll over to here. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just getting up the chat now. There we go. Perfect. Copy this. Put this in here. How's everyone's days been? How's everyone found today at the charts? Perfect. Let's do it like this. Hello, 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 Steve. Hello, Mark. Hello, Sam. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? This was lovely. So I know this idea was given earlier. Both of these two, the short from here, and then this retest, which was beautiful. So I know a lot of you got in on that, which was nice. On this one, unfortunately, I got like a tight. I tried to get a very, very tight stop on this. So I came out of that with like a very, very, very small profit, but it's all good. Should we keep that on? I am going to get rid of this one. Doesn't seem like we're respecting it, really. Hello, Evening Max. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Flitspeed. Very nice trade on GU. Nice, Sam. Really, really nice. And then are you trading GU a lot now? Hello, Andy. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Edward. Just drop you on Telegram with a little update on my journey. I saw you dropped it literally just as I went live. I just saw it as I went live, like pop up at the top of my screen. Hello, Paul. Hello, Chris. Didn't know it was good. That was good. The picture you sent me. It's good, Max. Hello, Brandon. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Brandon? And then the thing I sent you last night. I think what's your thoughts on it? I know you think it's good, but I think don't give away too much. But what do you think about it, Andy? That's unfortunate, man. Hello, Wingnut. Hello, Gremlin. Hello, Matthew. Chill day, just watching the charts. Nice stare. Blew me freaking mind. I'm glad that. I'm glad, Brandon. Yeah, that should be really crazy. Like, game changing. I hope you had a great day, mate. I did, Andy. What about yourself? He's gone with the idea of getting us lotteries. No, that was not the idea. Brandon, no, because the live stream will turn into what it was before. What was it? Euro Millions. Just everyone spamming Euro Millions. But let me know how your day was today, guys. Let me know how it was at the charts, what you sort of got up to. And then for those who are new to the live, what we tend to do is have a quick catch up, see how everyone is, see how everyone found today. Then we'll mark up the charts, answer any questions along the way, and come up with a sort of plan for tomorrow. And then last night's live, by the way, we did give this level here. We gave this level and then this potential buy level as well, but this was the one which got hit, and it was absolutely flawless. It got hit literally straight after the live, which was really, really nice. I mean, a huge move down from that, which was excellent. And I saw a few people had a nice buy position just down here. I got out with a sell down here, but I don't know what buy you guys had, but I saw a few people in the Discord with it. Very nice. Trade just hit TP1, 1-3-0 drawdown. Casual day for the team. Love that, Brandon. Love that. Since I only came back to the group and using your strategy since start of last week, all my knowledge came back very quick as I was using GU last week. Just see the levels being respected. Nice, Sam. Really nice. And that's really important, when you're taking a step back in, let's say you have a few day breather or whatever. When you take a step back in, just allow your mind to recalibrate to the charts, get back onto the system, see levels respected, see things go your way, build up that confidence back on the charts. Hello, John. Fitting lights all day, would rather be sat around a pool in a lovely place. Still waiting for contract renewal to land. Oh, all good. Good things happening. Then this week traded them alongside gold and UJ. Nice, Sam. Really, really good to hear. Hi, everyone. Mixed day. Happy with how the week is going. Love this group. Love that. Love that, Katie. Great to hear. And then we all here appreciate the feedback. That's amazing to hear. Today's trade put me, I assume, 4K up on my funded. Wish it was you funded account. It's all good, Sam. Eventually you'll be on there. 4 mil. What's that? What's that, Husky? I took that sell last night, Max. Great to wake up to profit. Thank you. Nice, Andy. Yeah, it was a big drop. Just joined the challenging with Brandon, feeling positive. Nice, John. That's great to hear. But yeah, last night we had this beautiful level marked, and today's been a fairly nice day. So this short down here was nice, and then this here, seeing gold's momentum really reduce, which was nice, indicating a nice sell-off there. And then we've just sort of had higher highs and higher lows for the day, looking for a retest here, which I know a lot of you got into. I got into this, but then I tried to use like a really tight stop, like after we had moved in the direction. So price came back down and stopped me out in profit. So it was a very small, very, very, very small profit move. But still, that's good. I know a lot of you still held that all the way up here, which is amazing to hear. But it should be some nice levels to mark up today. We've sort of recaptured this range here, so we'll definitely be utilizing this range a lot come this price action here. So it should be, and especially with this drop, we should see some very clean levels. I hope, did this take out that high? Yes, it did. Okay, that's really good. Hello, Loud. Hello, NMA. Hello. Still holding low. Nice, Matthew. Hi, handsome. Hello, Jay. Hope things are better today, Jay. Hope things are getting better and better. And generational. That's what I'm gonna say. Well, go on, brother. Hello, Cameron. How you doing, mate? How are things? Let me know how your day was as well, guys. Let me know how it was at the charts. If things went really well, let me know. What do you think was the reasoning things went really well? If things didn't go well, what was the reasoning things didn't go well? Let us know. Let us know in the chat now. It's really good to sort of see when people are doing really well. All learn from them. And then when things are going bad, learn from their sort of shortcomings and their mistakes, so then we can better as well. Gemma, man, nice to see you in here. Nice. NGU trade at 8:10 at on 5-minute time frame. We'll take a quick look, Sam. GU. Wait, what time is my chart on? Okay, Dubai. 8:10. So that's 12:10 here. So at this low, Sam. Yeah, definitely divergence there. 100% divergence. I mean, huge momentum wave, smaller momentum wave. Yeah, perfect divergence. Let's put over here. Okay. Just got in on my first trade today. Brandon's £20 is a start. Nice, John. And £20, £20. Look, money's money. A lot of us in Mr. C's group took that short from 76 earlier down to 49. Great day. Love that, Husky. And then it was great to see your update on Mr. C's stuff like last week. I don't know if it was a few days or last week. Lose track of time, but it's really really good to hear, Husky. Sounds like you're smashing it, which is nice. And we've got, you know, I love I love messaging Mr. C because it's very much like he's still scratching the surface. He's got so much more to bring. So yeah, he's smashing it. And if you're not already, if you're in the private group, I really encourage you taking a look at C-Dog's stuff in the Discord. He's got a lot of just free resources there. Great to look through. Really, really high level stuff. So yeah, very, very good. And we've got a lot of members now who have an insane level of knowledge after going through that, which is amazing. Dimensions again on gold. Look, the course content, still trying to get my head around it. So one thing is, we'll go into that, Wingnut, but something which is really important is confirmations are still a small part of it, and confirmations aren't something that that you can I can just say do X, Y, and Z, do A, B, C, and then you can enter trade. It comes down to seeing price hit your levels, hit your zones, or do whatever your system is, and seeing those confirmations time and time again. So then you can decide whether to enter or not enter. That's where true confirmations really really become very good. It's in seeing them time and time again and learning, okay, these confirmations do look very good. Yes, they're ABC, it's A tick, B tick, C tick, okay, it looks good. But then the true profitability and the true edge comes when you're like, okay, but I've seen this, a lot of times now, and this just isn't looking good to me. Okay, this is looking good to me. Building up that discretionary ability to know when to use the system, when to not use the system, when to go ahead with the confirmations, when to not go ahead with the confirmations. That is where things go very, very well. And you'll notice a great little tip, just to see that in play, is whenever you're looking on social media and someone's describing some system, they'll always have a particular part of the system which is discretionary, okay? And therefore it throws everything they're saying out the window. If it's mechanical, completely mechanical, then, just code a bot and print money, but that isn't the case. So for example, the reason I come up with this is because I saw a video, someone either linked it in the Discord or sent it to me today, and it was like, okay, what you do is you find a high, find a low, and then you find the 50% retracement in that. And it's like, okay, it sounds great, you making a video. This video had tens and tens of thousands of likes and millions of views. But when you come to it, where's the discretionary part? Which high do you pull from? Because it's like, okay, the high will depend on your experience utilizing that system. So therefore, it's going to be different for everyone. The high to the low. It's which high, which low. And that comes from experience at the charts. Then it's like, okay, you're saying this system as though it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but there is a large amount of discretion, and not highlighting that to people is very detrimental to their trading success, if that makes sense. Bit of a tangent there. And one day, today analysis, should I reach out to the team in Discord? John, the best thing to do is at me and at some whose ever system it's most similar to, at them in the Discord as well. So for example, Brandon's here, at me and Brandon in the Discord, and I'm more likely to see if you at the Discord, I'm normally very, very quick with replying to when I'm added in the Discord, just because I know that when replying to that, everyone can sort of see the answer, so it's value for not just one person, but it's value for everyone there. So it's a higher ROI use of time, if that makes sense. And so just adding me and adding the educator who it's most fitting towards. And then we can go through it with you on the Discord. Other members, we've got some seriously high level members can chime in as well. So John, that's definitely, I think, the the best thing to do. Hello, Tem. Hello. Hello, John. Hello, Nisi. Smashing it, Nisi. Smashing it. It's like gaming. The buttons are there for everyone, but you do know how to pair them correctly and use it efficiently. True. Yeah, very true, Hammer. That's very true. It is like games in a sense. You can watch guides on everything, but the main thing just comes from practice. I'm totally just trying not to bother you guys too much, but good. Bother us all the time, John. Yeah, and it's not bother. That's the wrong word to use. It's no bother at all. I think we get to 41. I mean, 41.50 is a bit of a large way away. If we do, great. If we don't, I'm not too fussed with if we go all the way up there or not. Right now, we're forming higher highs and higher lows on sort of the lower term time frame, so I'm going to be looking to get into this trend. It does look like this. It does look like we are just going to form a range here. So, I mean, like, form a range in this zone here. This looks very likely, so I'm just going to be trying to short the highs by the lows. After a big impulse move, normally we do just range for a bit. The market can't just impulse move. It's like a big cannon, okay? It can't just fire all day. It's got to reload every now and then. The bootcamp's getting released tomorrow, so everyone's going to get access to that. And what we're doing is we're doing sort of a soft launch. So basically, you're just going to get access to the bootcamp with a little bit of like information and just go crazy, okay? It's very intuitive. It's got a load of information in there. And that's going to be like the soft launch. The hard launch is going to be, I haven't said this before, but what I'm looking to do is do a live stream every single day from the 1st of December up until Christmas, going over, I'll need to like compartmentalize it to see how many lessons I need to do a day to get to the 25th. But doing like 2 to 3 lessons out of the bootcamp a day live. So this means that when it's sort of soft launch tomorrow, if you want to jump through it, you can. You can go through it and go crazy, jump to the sections you want to. And I do encourage you to have a look through. But then if you want to come through it with me, and I'm literally going to walk you through the bootcamp, then you can join. We'll be live every single day. The lives will be recorded as well and put in a playlist here on YouTube. And we're just going to run through like lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3 on one live, break it down, get onto the charts, do it like that. Then we're going to go over lesson 4, 5, and 6, etc., and work through it from the 1st to the 25th, like a trading advent calendar, if you will. And those will be super high, like super high value. I'll try and keep them very like value packed in terms of not going off on too many tangents on those particular lives. It will be, okay, we're going over this section, read content, put it into play, answer questions. Okay, now this content, I'm going to try and keep it as like thorough as possible, so when people come back to watch the lives later and they can watch like all of the lives from the 1st of December to the 25th, they're just like, okay, this one is on this, and this. So that means that, okay, let's say someone's struggling with just a basic one, risk management. They can go through the playlist, find the stream I did on risk management, and it's literally me breaking down the risk management section of the bootcamp in detail, answering any questions. So that's that's the plan for that. So that's in the private group. Everyone gets access to that. You don't need to do anything. It's literally, here you go. You don't need to do anything. It'll just be there. Los Blancos, the whole thing's going to be released at once. And then what we'll do is we'll run through it like lesson by lesson in December. I think that's the best way to do it. We could like drip feed it and do all these like elaborate things to launch it, etc. But I feel like if you want to just run through it and you want to jump around sections, it's there. If you want to come through it literally step by step with me, then we're going to be doing that throughout December as well. Gonna ask Santa for a you funded for Christmas. That's good. Mark, look, on the lives for the boot camp, I'll analogize the whole thing. I tried to put analogy and analogy in the same word. That didn't work at all. I'll analogize the whole thing. Where did you learn all this? So when I first got into trading, I first got into crypto, and so I was heavily involved in the crypto space. So a lot of people in the trading space they've started off in traditional markets and things like that. I started off in crypto, the Wild West, and then from there made a lot of money, lost a lot of money, but continued to learn. And then just from scouring the internet. And I've got a pretty good bullshit detector, I'd say. So I quickly realized who was legit and who wasn't legit. And then the bulk of learning just came from back testing and forward testing. You can't beat, it's just like trying to ride a bike. Like, you can watch the most advanced lessons in the world, but nothing beats actually getting on that bike. And then if you fall off, you speak to someone, your dad's there or whoever, and you're like, okay, where did I go wrong there? Okay, you need to fix your balance. Then you get back on the bike, you maybe fall off again. Okay, where did I go wrong there? Okay, you need to steer it properly, and you need to actually build up some speed so you don't fall off. And then that's the best way to learn in my opinion. Sweet, nice. John, it has its own app, which is really, really solid. Andy, so the challenge was basically, which is still going on now, basically, you start with X amount of capital, you get assigned, so you can pick an educator of your choice, and then there's a couple of rules. It's basically to enforce proper risk management, and all the rules was risk a set pound amount, which was outlined. And then if you have 2 losing trades in a row on a day, you don't trade for the rest of that day. That's it. If you lose money, I'll cover it. That was basically the challenge. There was more to it than that, but oversimplification. Big shout out to Greg today. What a guy. Yeah, Greg is a beast. Greg's a super nice guy as well. Greg is a beast. Another analogy. Look, it's not a ColezTrades live stream without trying to come up with an analogy for everything. I'd come up with an analogy to explain an analogy. That's the level that we're working at. I've got a great bullshit radar, and I've never had a beep when you're around, Max. Proper genuine. I appreciate that, Mark. That means a lot. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, I think that's important in this space. And also, I went down a deep rabbit hole of just everything trading related, everything. And I think having a breadth of knowledge in the space is very, very important. And also focusing on the why. Why are markets like this? Why are they moving? What is the market? What are these candles? Going into the detail of it. I think you need to understand the canvas you're working on to paint an amazing picture. That was one of the worst analogies ever, but I hope that makes sense. I appreciate that, Los Blancos. Stuffing valuables, what? My wife is super keen to come out and meet you. Don't think she would ever come back, mate, once she sees your cars. That's brilliant, Andy. Get you and the missus out here. We've had quite a lot of members out here now. I mean, this past week, it feels like I've met a new member every day, it feels like, which is absolutely amazing. And if you are in Dubai, if most of the time I am in Dubai, and if you are ever here, let me know. We'll meet up. I'll always make time to come see you. I think the time in person to go over a few things is very, very valuable. And so I definitely want to make an effort. You know, you make an effort to turn up to the lives and be part of this community. The least I can do is come show you the trading floor, maybe show you some nice cars and grab some food. So if you are ever in Dubai, let me know. And yeah, I know Jay's here in like, what day are we on? What's the date today? I think he's here on the 23rd. Yeah, Jay's here in like 4 days. So that's gonna be one of the best lives. Okay, 23rd, 24th of this month. Make sure you're there. Confirmation's gold. Yeah, Mike. So this here, I'll remove a few things just so it's clearer. Get this up. So this was a buy position I entered here. I'll show you on one of these accounts. So I entered, no, this was the wrong one. I entered this buy position on this candle here, and then took profits here, and then got stopped out in profit on this candle here. This was also a little scalp buy. So this was a trade that I actually took here, and so we'll zoom in and I'll explain why. So first off, very strong level. Like just looking at the chart, we can see we've got previous highs here. And when we broke through these previous highs, like we broke through with a lot of volume, okay? A lot of volume. So how I think about this is if we think about this in terms of resistance, and this resistance is basically a lot of orders, okay? That's what it actually is. So imagine there's like 10,000, excuse the drawing. This is the example I gave before, but imagine there's like 10,000 orders at this level here. Okay, someone's trying to dump their holdings. But when we come up to that level, what happens is we gobble up some of those orders. So now, and then we come back down, and now we've only got like 5,000 orders there. And then we come back up and we gobble up another 3,000. Then we come back up and we gobble up the rest of the orders. So now there's no more orders at this level, okay? So what happens? We jump to the next area where there's a lot of orders. But this means we've got this level here where the big players who manage to stop price, they are interested in this level. I don't care if they're interested to buy, sell at this level, or like whatever. They're interested at this level, okay? This is a very, very oversimplification, but I hope this makes sense. This is just a great way to think about it. So at this level, big players are involved, like they are interested at this level, okay? They've held price below it. Now price has jumped through it. So we come back to a level which the big players are interested in. I expect some type of reaction, okay? So that was one. Second thing is a golden pocket. So this shows a very nice retracement in price. Third thing is a lovely trend line from this low to this low. You can't get a cleaner trend line than that, really. And then fourth thing is we are forming higher highs and higher lows, so market structure's in our favor. So we're going with the trend. We've got a strong level, retest of highs, golden pocket, nice retracement, like everything looks good. So I'm going into this position and I'm basically, like to put it lightly, I'm looking for confirmation bias to enter this position. I know I want to take this trade. Like these confirmations, they don't come too often. They're very, very nice. Okay. And then as we approached this level, here's what I saw. As we approached it, although it doesn't look like it here, I'll move this up. In hindsight, it doesn't look like it. I mean, hindsight's an annoying thing. But we were forming bullish divergences. So momentum was overall coming up, whereas price was coming down. We had a spike up in money flow. So a spike down in money flow. A spike down in money flow normally indicates a bottom. We're in red money flow. Buyers, the best buyers are in red money flow. And overall, red money flow is curving to the upside. So that's why this position was entered, and that's the sort of confirmations I saw. It would have been nice to get in down here, but you know, proper trade management kept that basically a break-even move. But yeah, this is on the 1 minute as well, so that move actually isn't as big as it. That move down actually isn't as big as it seems. Oh yeah, if you are enjoying the live, then double tapping the screen, liking the live does help spread it out, and I really do appreciate it. I got a couple sells on from 40.79. Very nice. Hemslock, very nice. I like that a lot. I mean, you're getting in at these previous highs here. We've clearly seen previous lows here. Previous lows, previous lows, previous highs, previous highs, previous highs. And these previous highs were just before a huge move down. So they're clearly significant. Yeah, this looks fine. Spiking money flow to the upside. Looks good. The only thing that's getting in the way, Hemslock, is this trend line here. If we sort of confirm below this with a good amount of volume, like, them shorts are very nice. But this trend line, I think just keeping an eye on how we interact with this is important. On the 1 minute, we're below it, but obviously, you know, candle close on one time frame can just be a wick on another time frame. Very nice. Some of you in really, really nice sells. Really nice sells. And then Alfix Fit. In terms of taking full profit, I never take just complete full profit on a trade, really. Like on the grand scheme of things, I think it's better to take partials, move your stop loss, and allow yourself to capture that full move. One thing I like to say is don't put a ceiling on your profits, but put a floor on your losses. So having a fixed stop loss where it's like, okay, my idea was incorrect. I am out of this trade. That is a good idea. But having a ceiling on your profit, okay, I'm done. Trade closed. I think that's limiting potential. You know, taking partials, taking some money off the table, moving stop loss, taking some more money off the table, moving stop loss, taking some more money off the table, moving stop loss. That's how you squeeze the most out of an idea that you've seen is correct. Los Blancos. So on gold, when we are in an uptrend, red money flow is a great buy position. When we are in a downtrend, green money flow is a very good sell position. So we'll zoom in slightly, but we can see on this move down here, so we've confirmed bearish structure here, really. So we were bullish, then we formed a low, lower high, and then we confirmed the lower low here. And then we can see after that confirmed lower low, if you had sold in this green money flow, beautiful. Sold in any of these green money flow, beautiful. Sold in this green money flow, beautiful. Like, perfect. Then when we took out this high, you know, we formed a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high. Then buying in this red money flow would have been beautiful. We're currently in red money flow again, so looking for buys around here probably isn't a bad idea. Obviously, this is sort of anticipating the trend to continue. You will get chopped up when trends are sort of consolidating, but that's something that you've got to avoid and identify, and that's why you've got to identify what environment you're in. Nice time slot. Andy, you can get vast majority of things on TradingView for completely free. You don't need to get the paid version. Nice, Alex Fit. And still, great. You're in an absolutely killer sell position. I wish I was in that sell position. Mark, yeah, we had a bit of a... We went on a bit of a tangent. Let me just get rid of this. I need to get something that would be really cool is getting like an iPad to like draw on that showed up on the live. Because a few times I want to convey an idea, but it's very difficult to convey that idea with, you know, a mouse, like drawing on it like this. It's quite annoying. Okay. Yeah, it can work on any time frame. Obviously, the higher time frames are going to be higher probability. Max, your enthusiasm is infectious. You can tell how much this all means to you and how you want us all to succeed. You never get tired of answering the same questions with equal enthusiasm. Legend. I appreciate that, Andy. I really, really do appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, I hate. Don't get me wrong. I hate trading, but I love trading at the same time. It's changed my life. I do it every single day. So if I didn't have the passion for it, I definitely couldn't. I couldn't do it. And also, I put a message in yesterday, which I think is important. The fact that I can go on, thousands of members' trading journeys with them and literally relive those same, hurdles that they went into. It's literally like I'm answering a message and I'm like, I literally went through this exact thing. I know how you're feeling, mate. It sucks. And then they're like, okay, this gives me confidence. And then, giving them a roadmap going forward. I think it's pretty cool. What about red green money flow in a range, not in a trend? You can still utilize it in a range, but in a range, rotating more towards looking at the momentum. So one thing is with oscillators, so for example, RSI, MACD, awesome oscillator, stochastic RSI, normal stochastic, momentum, all of these oscillators, which are very, very popular, they work amazingly in ranging markets because they oscillate above and below zero. So all you do is sell at the highs and buy at the lows. It's super easy. But during a trending market, they get ripped up because the high keeps on getting higher, and that's where it gets ripped up. So being able to identify, okay, we're in a trending market now. I'm going to buy when money flow is in the red because we're in an uptrend. Okay, now we're in a ranging market. I'm going to transition to using more momentum because I know being in a ranging market, when momentum is particularly high, chances are we'll reverse back into the range. I'm going to sell when momentum's high. So it's very important to identify which market you're in. And this is why a lot of systems will seem very, very, very good. But as soon as they get put into price action, which they're not very good at. So for example, a trending system in ranging price action won't perform well. A ranging system in trending price action won't perform well. So it's really important to identify the environment. Where do we get the Manchu settings, please? Mine's looks a little different. So Wingnut, in the private group, in the courses section, there is a video of me where I basically, it's a circle video and I just turn it around and I'll show you the settings. I'll whip them up here though for you. Down here. And then I'll, close the arrow, can't do that. There we go. And I'll slowly scroll through. Some important notes before I just slowly scroll through is money flow area multiplier is at 300. This basically makes money flow a bit thicker so we can see it better. And that's about it. I think, yeah. I'll scroll through it slowly though so you can see. I have an iPad Pro with a pen. It's great for writing on the screen. You should try it. Yeah, Andy, I think that'd be really good. The thing is, I am most definitely not the artistic type, so my drawings are very, yeah. You guys really don't want to see that, but look, I'll try my best. What percent risk would you recommend on 180k account? So, Anthony, when going on to 180k account, the sort of risk that I would personally do would be starting off, first off, identify what 0.5% of the account is. So on a 180k account, that's like $900, okay? That's the top of your risk. You don't want to risk, well, I wouldn't want to risk over 0.5% of the account. So that's the maximum I'm going to risk. Then what I'd do is I'd start on probably $100 and I'd risk $100 on each trade for a week. You want to get familiar. You want to allow your mind to adjust to seeing that big 180k because that's something that your brain isn't used to. Everyone had a different financial upbringing. Everyone handles risk and money differently, and it sparks different emotions. To think that someone who grew up in a very wealthy household where they were pinching pennies at every corner is going to have the same mentality and view on risk to someone who maybe grew up in a less well-off family, but they were spending a lot of money on, keeping up with the Joneses or whatever. They're both going to have very different views on money and on risk. That's just a very simple example, but you can see how your life can very, very much shape your view on money and on risk. So allowing your brain to adapt to seeing, 180k in the corner, it can affect you differently. So giving yourself time to adapt and then also time to fully get used to the platform. But what I'd do is I'd risk $100 on each trade for like a week. If I profited, then I'd up it to like $200. If I didn't, I'd keep it to 100. Okay. Then from there, up it to like 200. Same thing. If you profit, up it to 300. If you don't, keep it at 200 and keep going like that. This does a few things. One thing, you're risking such a small percentage of your account that even if you have a really bad time, it doesn't matter. It's such a small percentage of the account. Two, it allows your body, your mind, yourself to get used to those big numbers. Because even risking $100, $200, $300 in each trade, you can make thousands a month doing that. Like, that's still really good money. So it allows you to progress at a solid pace. And yeah, that's what I would personally do. I was going to ask a similar question, but mine was, should I risk on 1200 pot, only doing educator signals as this is all new? Andy, what I would personally do is risk a set pound amount. So this can be £20, £30, £40, £50. Keep it a low percentage, but just pick a pound amount that you're comfortable with. Maybe start off with £10. Okay, just so you can be like, because even when I first got into trading, I'd see £20 and I'd be like, okay, £20 is £20. Like that's like, take out pizza at the weekend. That's good money. Okay, I don't want to lose £20, but you've got to be very comfortable losing it, because when I put it like this, I think it's a good way of understanding it. A lot of people are very profitable on demo accounts. Now, why is this? Why are people profitable on demo but not profitable on live accounts? On a demo account, you've got no risk. Okay, so what we can learn from that is the closer you get to not caring about the loss, the easier it is to execute on your plan. So you want to get as close to demo trading, as close to not caring about if you lose, having no emotional attachment to it, as you can. For some people, that might be £10. For other people, they might have developed that skill and they might be able to do it £100, £200, £300. That's what you need to get up to. We have broke this now and we are moving down. Guys, your shorts are sitting nice now. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I value my capital, and the smaller risk, the less emotions I have, which helps. 100% Mark. Very, very important. And if you can make a small amount of money, you can make a large amount of money. There really is no difference. The only thing is capital, and then just slowly increasing the capital. Killer. Hello, Chris. How's Thailand treating you? Jet lag is a killer. Yeah, I bet it is. All good, Andy. Big psychological game. It really, really, really is. It really, really, really is. And a psychological thing, which not many people talk about, and now that I think about it, I don't really see many people talking about it. And a sort of problem with funded accounts is if you don't have that sort of little experience on a live account, jumping straight onto a funded and seeing those big numbers, it can affect you in one of two ways, okay? If you've got, like no support there, what it'll do is your mindset will go out the window because you're seeing these big numbers and it's like, whoa, your brain doesn't know how to handle it. On the flip side, which is what I do see a lot in the community, is people see that big number and they're like, okay, this is it. This is where I'm going to use this capital and I am going to do this. And they really, like, I don't know, it's like a flip point. So it can affect you in one of two ways, really. trading therapy at its best. Oh, hello, Louis. You just kind of join, like, you're always here, Louis. Loving the content. Nice one, Max. I appreciate that, Wingnut. Okay, we are dropping now. Who's in shorts? I know we had a few people. I know X, who was it? Alvix. Your shorts are sitting nice now. Alvix got in at 81, so literally the exact top. And who else got in? Who got in at 79? I remember the start of the live. There's a few people in shorts now. I am not in a short position, unfortunately. But yeah. DV, that was the most dad joke I have ever heard in my entire life. Okay, joke of the month has to go to DB. I said, who's in shorts? And he said, shorts. It's 3 degrees here. I'm surprised no one said that before. That's actually good. That's good. Credit where credit's due, DB. That was good. Mark, I agree with that. Demo accounts can really build bad habits. They really, really, really can. Because a lot of people on demo, they don't treat it like it's normal at all. It's like, for example, sparring, and you're keeping your guard down just because it's sparring. No, you need to treat it like you're actually in the ring, like you're there. Because you'll build up bad habits. You won't keep that. You won't keep that hand up, and then next thing you know, you're in the ring. You've built up that bad habits. That hand drops, and you get knocked the hell out. So yeah, you've got to treat sparring like you're in the ring. You've got to treat trading like you're in these live markets, because otherwise you'll build up bad habits, and those bad habits, now they are a pain to get rid of. Oh, I like the short. Yeah, if you are enjoying the live, by the way, liking the live, like double tapping the screen does help spread the live about, and I do really appreciate it. If I'm starting with the capital is $20, what would be the best approach to risk, considering percentage are blurred at this point? If I am only starting with as little capital as, I mean, $20 is you can't really manage risk on that amount, really. So the best thing there would probably be demo. But you've really got it. You really got to be on that demo and really treat it like a live account. Okay. Yeah, like please just treat it like it's a live account. It sounds easier said than done. Hello, Sadie. Hello, Papa. Not the best entry, as it still takes me time to see what I think I want to do. What's that, Eve? What entry did you get? I am in a short. Okay, nice. Still nice. I'm hoping we've broke this. Well, we've kind of broke this trend now, so we'll have to see. Max, you were training with Andrew Trey. I swear I saw him in your Insta story. Yeah. Yeah, I train with them now, which is pretty cool. Do you trade coins because they are hugely volatile? Do you mean like altcoins? What's that, Danny? 4072. What is that? What you looking for there? Papa, so I trade with, I utilize trend lines, but with Confluence. So my system is basically Confluence trading. So I look for areas, like high areas of Confluence. So using trend lines, Fibonacci, volume profiles, anything basic 4-hour daily, weekly support and resistance, daily opens, VWAP, everything like that. Anything that has a slight edge, I'll use. And then from there, I'll look for areas where they line up. For example, this level here, there was the only levels I gave on last night's live, which you can go back and check. They're all recorded on the YouTube. You can see I give this level here and this level here, and you can see this level here, perfect level, golden pocket, previous lows, trend line. I mean, it's just a really clean level. We came up to it and perfectly bounced off. So this is literally bread and butter of what I'm looking for. And yeah. Not too much pump and dumping coins. Yeah, I don't trade altcoins. I had my altcoin run a long time ago, and I'm scarred from it. And it really is the Wild West. And if you look, you see a lot of people saying, people are making a lot of money from, I'm mainly speaking about like Pump.Fun, but Pump.Fun is and again, please, if you ever hear me mention anything crypto related, please God, do your own, do a ton of research. Crypto is extremely hard to make money in trading it, especially altcoins. If I mention something, either in crypto, either please ignore it or do a ton of research. Don't just jump in. Please, please, please. It's incredibly volatile, incredibly difficult. Chances are you will lose all of your money in that space. But one thing I'm talking about is Pump.Fun, which is something that's become very popular lately. It's basically where you can launch altcoins, like meme coins. And they release the stats on what wallets make a lot of money, because obviously it's on the blockchain. And something like 0.0001% of people actually profit. It's ridiculous. And the stats are there. They're tracked. It's okay. So on one side, everyone's saying, oh yeah, it's the easiest way to make money. But then the objective stats show 99.9% of people lose money. It's okay. And you're going against the big players. The best thing to do in that scenario is just make the coins yourself. Be like a developer. I think I found myself over-managing trade, seeing Fu Manchu looking like it's going to reverse on the 1 minute, so I jump out early, even though after it does reverse on the 1 minute, it comes back down and hits take profit. Hammer, so I think when you say jump out, that sounds like you're saying you're closing the full position. When you're in a trade, you're not allowed. Hammer, you're not allowed, unless news is coming out, or market close. But other than that, just don't. If you feel it's going to reverse, the best thing you can do, well, I don't know the best thing you can do because it depends on the situation. But one of the best things you can do is just stop loss to break even. It's a risk-free trade. The worst that can happen, you don't lose money. The best thing that can happen is you can make money. Imagine the worst thing that can happen is you don't lose money. That is an amazing situation to be in. So if you're thinking you're really trying to see what's going on, you're on the 1 minute, is this going to do this? Is this going to do this? Move it to break even, go have a cup of tea or something. That's the thing. I don't trade NQ. Nasdaq, that is. I've got a golden pocket point of control at 4065 on the 3 minute. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll get into marking up the charts now. It has been a really nice day. So again, this short from here, this short from here. I took 2 buys today actually, but one of them was break even. But yeah, things are going well. Okay, we'll zoom out on the 15 minute. We'll get rid of this now. It's just blocking up the screen. We'll get rid of this now. There we go. In general, I don't know. And win rate isn't really that important. Someone can have a really low win rate. I don't know what my I'll probably check the win rate on this funded account I've got with our private funding service in the group. I think it's 60%, and yet it does the account's going quite well. Win rate doesn't matter as much as people think. I'd happily have a 10% win rate and make money. But a lot of people want to focus on getting a 90% win rate, and they don't focus on actually making money. So yeah, win rate's great, and if you have a great win rate, then brilliant. But it doesn't matter that much. But it's a guaranteed loss with shit coins. Okay, I don't know that because who's that? Left the coast. It would be difficult to track with NQ. Whereas with the Pump.Fun stuff, it's really easy because it's on the blockchain. You can, everything's visible on the blockchain. You can't hide from it. So they can easily track it. Whereas people trading NQ, that would be That would be very difficult to compile all of that data. Do you think managing trades with Fu Manchu is a good idea? Hammer, I think keep your trade management fairly simple. You know, when it's running 1-to-1, take some profits, move stop loss to break even. When it's running 1-to-2, take some more profits. When it's running 1-to-3, take some more profits. Just, I don't think look into it that much, because you can end up over trade managing, which ends up in you getting out of the trade too early. And this is something which happened, Hammer, with a member of the group called Mark. He was, this is actually really good. He was doing the exact same thing, Hammer, in terms of, like, he was over managing the trade. And so he was like taking partials. Okay, I'm going to cut the full position. And he's done all of that. And the trade's only ran 1-to-1. It's like, and you've got none of the trade left on. It's not a good position to be in. So we came up with a plan with him of he's only allowed to move the stop loss. He's only allowed to move the stop loss. He's not allowed to like take partials on the trade, take profit on the trade. Don't do that. And he found a huge amount of success in that, in just moving the stop loss. He had 100% stop loss, 0% take profit, and made money. Worked very well. And Craig in the group actually trades very similarly to that. Anyone who's not joined the group in this chat, you are missing out big time. Appreciate that, Chris. Appreciate that a lot. Oh, wait, there we go. Perfect. I really appreciate that, Chris. Hi, bro. Hello, YouTubers. Gold locket, bro. What's that, UK trader? What trading does you? I trade mainly gold. When you say taking partials, do you mean multiple trades, let one run and TP on the others? So when I say taking partials, I mean, let's say you've got this this trade idea running here, okay? You got stop loss below this low, okay? When I mean taking partials, you've entered a trade here. Let's say here, if stop loss gets hit, you know, your trade idea is invalidated. You lose, let's say, 1,000, okay? It's so difficult to draw on here. As we move into profit, you close part of that trade. Let's say you've got 5 lots open on the trade, okay? As we move into profit, you know, a good bit into profit, you don't just want to do it as when we're like 0.25 risk to reward. But when we move into a good amount of profit, you know, out of those 5 lots, you close maybe one of the lots. Then we move up further, you close another 1 lot. Move stop loss to break even, then you close another 1 lot. Then you close another 1 lot here, then you close 0.5 lot, then you close 0.25 lot, then you close, like, and then you just keep on holding. Because that 0.2 lot that you've got, if that runs all the way up here, I mean, that alone will be thousands, which is more than the risk. So, boom. I was targeting 5R, took it off at 2.3 because Fu Manchu was dodgy, but thanks, good idea. I need to maybe just jumping out of the lower time frame, over managing a good idea. Yeah, I think the good thing is you've identified the where you've gone wrong, Hammer, which is good. Okay, good, Yusuf. What's that, Matthew? And again, if you're new to the live, guys, drop a hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. And any trading questions, anything. Oh, by the way, I've got the ColezTrades t-shirt on. But any trading questions, anything like that, let me know. I'll happily go into detail. Can be advanced, basic, whatever. And just going over what we did on last night's live. Last night, we identified this sell level here, this buy level here. This was a trade which I did. I can't remember where it is now. I did take, I can't find it on there. I did take that that sell position from there, which was very nice. This sell from here. So these levels are levels which I'm actively looking to trade. I'm new here. Hello, Etika. Hello, hello, hello. Have you traded much before? What's your sort of trading experience? Trade gonna try only moving stop loss. Yeah, Graham. I definitely think it's a good idea. And yeah, the runners are the ones which make the serious money. CT. Yusuf. It does look like a G though. I'll give you that. Himax is the bootcamp, replacing the advanced course videos. You doing no, Chris? They're on top of them. And the advanced course, the bootcamp is coming out tomorrow. And for those who didn't hear earlier, basically we're going to be soft launching the bootcamp. What I mean by that is we're going to open it up with like a little guide on how to use it, and you can go ham with it, do whatever. And then in December, I'll be doing a live stream every single day from the 1st till the 25th, going over a few of the lessons of the bootcamp. So if you want to run through it on your own, you want to jump from section to section, by all means. But if you want to come through the bootcamp with me, and I'll literally take you through every single lesson, then all good. And then also we'll have a nice series on YouTube then of every single lesson. So, and each video will be titled accordingly. So that means if you're struggling with Fibonacci, you can just go to the bootcamp playlist on YouTube, scroll to the video that's on Fibonacci, click on it, and then you've got a detailed video of me going over the bootcamp section on Fibonacci, answering questions, doing live examples. Serious value. Still a beginner, but still struggling. What are you struggling with, Etika? Like, what's at your current point in your journey? What do you think's the one thing which is really holding you back? Definitely GT. Okay. It's okay. We're going to ignore that. Took a week off because I'm trying to practice discipline. The stuff can be addictive. Yeah, very true, Yusuf. Am I right? Are you aligning them where there's a lot of fluctuations, essentially showing support and resistance areas with the trend lines, rather than just using the wicks or the bottom of candles? Am I right? You are aligning where there is a lot of fluctuations, essentially showing support and resistance areas. So, John, with trend lines, I find highs and I connect them to other highs. I find lows and I connect them to other lows. I don't add anything too complicated. So for example, there's a high here, there's another high here. I can go like this and I can go like this. And then boom. And you can see we did get a reaction from it there. Like that's all I'm doing. I find a low, I find another low, I connect it. If it's been ran through, I'll probably won't use it again. Except for a retest. Or I'll find a high, I'll find another high, I'll connect them. And then yeah, we full time by January, gang, with the boot camp. Love that, DV. Directional bias, Etika. I think if you're struggling with directional bias, there's a couple of things that you can implement. One of them is more discretionary, and then one of them is more objective. So we'll start off with the discretionary one. I think a great way to do this is identify an impulse move followed by consolidation. The direction of the impulse move is your bias. Okay, that's a great way to form it. Chances are we'll have another impulse move, exactly like we've had here. Okay, and this happens over and over again in the markets. So impulse move followed by consolidation. Your directional bias is that impulse move. I am Indian, bro, okay? And then another great way to find directional bias, but this one's more objective, is using the 8 EMA. You can see I've got it on my chart here. The 8 EMA. The EMA is an exponential moving average. It basically shows is everyone for tomorrow? What's that, Ben? But exponential moving average basically shows you the average of the period of candles you selected, putting more pressure on the most recent candles. And what you can do is you can use this on the daily time frame. We'll go on to a different chart here, so you can see it more clearly. But this is a great way to identify. Oh, this chart's full. Oh God, all of my charts are. Which chart's the clearest? Okay, it's actually this one. Okay, So the 80 MA on the daily time frame, and if you're hearing daily time frame and you're thinking, oh, the daily, that's a big time frame, I want to be on like the 1 minute, 5 minute time frame, just, you know, making money because quick trades equals quick money. It's wrong mentality to have. You need to be aware of the higher time frames, and then also your daily bias can come from the daily time frame. But it's very, very simple. If price closes below the 80 MA on the daily time frame, you're looking for buys and you're looking for sells. Price closed below it, you're looking for sells. Price goes above it, you're looking for buys. Price goes below it, and you can see after we close below it, there is pretty much every single time a further move in that direction. Price closes above it here, we go on an absolute generational run. Price closes below, we trend down. Price closes above, we trend up. Price closes below, we trend down. Like, it happens so often. So yeah, it's very good. Even in consolidation, it doesn't do half bad. But that's very objective. Boom. Boot camp. Oh, yeah. Less than 24 hours, yeah. It's going to be really good. Benoit. I've only traded smaller microcap stocks, mostly mining explorers, developers, and producers. China interests me. Is this a basic boot camp? Yeah, it goes from very basic to advanced, and it covers a lot. Like, it covers a serious amount. Okay, Etika, sounds good. Yusuf, so what you do is you just go onto the indicators tab, you type in EMA, you click moving average exponential, and then you get it on your chart. You go into settings, you change the length to 8, and then you go on the daily time frame. That's, yeah. Jing, it depends on what software you're using to trade. So yeah, some you can do it automatically, but just manually moving it above or below lows is fine to do, in my opinion. Should work. Yeah, Papa, it's really good. Like, it is very solid, and I think the daily close above or below the 80 MA is the best actually objective. A lot of people say, oh yeah, this is mechanical and this is objective, but it's actually completely discretionary, and you don't realize that. You either never realize that, or you don't realize that until it's working for them and not working for you. It's very easy to pick and choose where it works and where it doesn't work. But I think this is the only one. Like, this is the best one that's actually objective. Andy, so it's like a deposit bonus, basically. It's capital you can trade with, but it's not yours. So any money you deposit, any money you make, you can withdraw, but you can't withdraw the deposit bonus. Pretty much every broker does this. Yeah. Nice left the coast. I'm not Scouse and I'm not Scottish. I'm from just outside of Birmingham, a place called Redditch. Now I live in Dubai. The trend. Etika, that's a hard one to answer in one sort of foul swoop. So clean statement is, if you want more information, zoom in. If you want less information, zoom out. And then just finding like factor of 10 time frames, factors of 5 to 10. What I mean by that is go onto like the weekly time frame, have a look what's going on there, identify what's going on, just take a look at it. Then go to the daily time frame. Then from daily time frame, go to 4 hour. Then from 4 hour, go to 1 hour. Then from 1 hour, go to like 15 minute. And on each time frame, you don't have to mark anything up, but just see what's going on. and just say what's going on. So, for example, you can go to the chart and you can see, and this is something that really works, has worked well for me. And when you go to the chart, just look, okay, we had a nice range here. We really struggled to break past this trend line after a huge impulse move to the downside. Okay, we did take out this low, but then we caught this low here. Now we are having an impulse move to the upside. We are forming higher highs and higher lows on this like micro bit of price action here, but we still haven't took out this high here. So overall, I'm bearish. I think we could continue to form this range here until we take out this high and this low. I'm not really convinced. And just say what you see. I think that can really be beneficial. Really, Chris? That's brilliant. Retest to the upside for a further move down. Ben, is that what you mean? Wasn't it Albert turn the other week from sunny Devon? Nice, Andy. That's crazy. A lot of people seem to pass through Redditch for work. Is it? Redditch is like a hotspot. This I've found out. Top-down analysis, exactly. Didn't sell, and now I'm gonna ride it back to zero. Lol. Well, I sold about a third, about 30% below the top. Nice Life the Coast. I hope it goes well. And yeah, guys, I think we're gonna. I do want to find some levels, but it's quite weird in this market right now. We'll see what we can have a look at because I'm very intrigued. We're at quite a pivotal point now, so we'll see what we can find. Okay, so I do think we will continue this range. This value area high looks very nice. Okay, here we go. Okay, we've already tagged this golden pocket here. 0.786. Maybe we could see the 0.886 come into play. We love a 0.886. That's nice. Let's see what else we've got. So I'm going to put up the ColezTrades indicator. You get access to this indicator by just being inside the group. Everything I mentioned, though, that's inside the private group, you automatically get access inside the private group. So yeah, let's put these on. I want to see VWAP. There's not too much there, really. We did have this VWAP. I'm going to keep it on, but this isn't that strong of a level. I'll have to see some nasty confirmations for this to be entered. 0.86 plus value very high. But my bias is that we are going to continue this range, so I'm sort of alright with it. Okay. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live, double-clicking on the screen helps spread the live out as well. And we do take out these highs here. This trend line, whatever this is, looks nice. What is this? This looks interesting. Let's see if we can find something else on this low as well. Chances are we've tapped it on this move down, which is unfortunate. Let's go here. Here, okay. This looks all right. Previous lows. We'll see what else it lines up with. I always want to see confluence when I'm at the charts. And we do have confluence of a daily level, which is nice. Don't mind that at all. So this is a green level. Green, I'm looking for buys. Red, I'm looking for sells. So here I want to see, what is it? Golden pocket plus prev lows plus daily. There we go. Nice. Let's move this over here. There we go. These two levels look nice. I have customers in Redditch. Lol, I have to visit the local Mackies to see where it all started. Yeah, Oakenshaw, DV. That's where it began. It can be. I don't personally use it, but if you're going into like the quantitative side, then yeah. But most of it you can sort of, have to be really good at maths with AI and calculators. I guess it's fine. I don't use a lot of maths, so. I'm sharp for today. I've lost 2 setups on gold. Weird today. It's unfortunate, Papa. Well, new day tomorrow. I'm sure you'll be back at it nicely. Wait, educators. Some of it TP1, TP2, TP3. How do you get the trade to run from TP1 to TP2 and TP3? Oh, is it TP1 and close? Chris, so this is basically what you can do is you open up. There's a few ways to do it, but what majority of people do is you open up 3 positions. So let's say you want to risk £100 on a trade. What you can do is you can open up 3 trades risking £33 each with the same stop loss. One of them has a take profit, at £10. One of them has a take profit at £20, and one of them has a take profit at £30. That's how that's done. Why Dubai? What do you mean left the coast? Why did I move to Dubai? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, mate? You need to drink a lot of water. Yeah. So I moved to Dubai. Couple of reasons. One, taxes. In the UK, you have to pay a ridiculous amount of tax, and I don't really see what it's spent on. I don't agree with what it's spent on, so, I don't want to pay that, and I think everyone doesn't want to pay tax. So taxes are far better in Dubai because there aren't really any. Safety, I think the world is a very dangerous place nowadays, and especially as someone who was going more into the online space, I value security a lot, and so I want to be in Dubai. Safety and security. 3, just a better quality of life. The restaurants here and the things you can do here. The cars, like if I was to drive a nice car around in the UK, like it wouldn't be, I don't know, it would, I don't know, I'd feel a certain way about it. And then obviously the mentality and networking aspect of it. You can meet some incredible people here. Everyone's in Dubai to better themselves, so you're surrounded by that type of people. It's absolutely beautiful here, and it's hard. Look, I had to make a tough decision, and it was kind of either move to like Cyprus, Malta, Thailand, Bali, one of those areas a lot of people go to. But there you can. I mean, Cyprus is a bit different. Cyprus is if you want to live like crazy in Cyprus, it is expensive. But like those other locations, they don't really cost that much money. You can live like a king on like a few £1,000s a month, really. And I just saw at the position I was in my life, I don't want to live life on easy mode. That's why I've got into boxing again. I've got bruised ribs. I can't sleep on one. Like I can't sleep on my side. I've got to sleep facing the ceiling because it hurts too much to roll over. Like I don't want my life to be easy. I could have gone to Thailand, Bali, and done that, but I don't want to do that. I want it to be hard. I want to be surrounded by people who are in far better situations than me. I want it to be difficult. And so I thought, you know what? Let's make life hard. And yeah. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, and it's really good. Nose is healing well, man. Boxing is hard. Yeah, nose is healed pretty good. My ribs are really bad though. We're dropping nice now, by the way. Everyone in shorts. When I say shorts now, I think of actual shorts because of that joke earlier. But my ribs are really messed up now. My nose is better, but yeah, ribs are really, really bad. I said to from today, I was sparring my coach, and I said to him, like I thought I was doing really well. Yeah, I'm hitting some nice shots. It's going well. And then afterwards, the bell goes, and he's like, "Okay, like I'm going easy because I know about your ribs." And I'm like, "What? Like, come on! Like, if I'm exposed somewhere, you need to like, So then I don't." And he was like, "Okay, fair play." Like 5 seconds into the next round, he he slips a jab and absolutely KOs me with a body shot, and I'm like, shit, yeah, okay, I need to fix that. Yeah, it wasn't fun. And he hit me, and then he knew as soon as he hit me, he was like, okay, breathe. Without even looking at me, he was like, breathe, because he knew he'd hit me with a good shot, and I was there like, but it's a great way to start your day. Not sure about wanting to get punched in the face. Look, it's difficult. Life's getting punched in the face. Yeah, it's important. You learn a lot of skills, a lot of discipline, and I feel, being able to fight is a valuable trait, and not even in terms of actually fighting, but in terms of the way it allows you to carry yourself is very important. The respect that it gets, and it's hard. Look, it's really, really, really difficult, and I think doing difficult things is good, and I enjoy it. I do really enjoy it. And getting punched in the face ain't the bad part. Look, I don't mind getting punched in the face. It's getting punched in the body. Katie, shorts, no. Oh, you've ruined shorts for me now. I mean, like. Short positions. I can't say it. I'm going to have to just say cells. I did Muay Thai for 20 years. My son reached a good level. Nice, Yusuf. Yeah, I mean, it's ruthless. And I think there's a lot of carryover into trading, into business, into everything. And so, yeah, I encourage anyone to just not even boxing, but do hard things. It's good, I think, especially if I meet a lot of people here who are like, they're young and up and coming. There's not as, by the way, one thing I think is really important. There's not as many from social media. You think that everyone's like 20 years old, making X amount of money, there really isn't that many. Like, there really isn't at all. I really want to make that clear, because before, like when I was sort of in the come up, I thought, okay, God, this 20-year-old is already like at this level. I need to get to that level. What's going on? Like, why am I not at that level? And this, that, and the other. And now I've realized there really isn't that many people at that level. Most people are just, even in Dubai, they just live a very normal life. And yeah, I think that's important to clarify as well. Let's do it, Sam. Something you don't want to do. Yeah, exactly, left the coast. Congratulations, Yusuf, and happy late birthday. Or ruthless, no rules. Remember, I remember you saying, Eve. I remember you saying. To be fair, the sparring I do now, the main coach, his name's Amir. He's an absolute beast. Like, I'm sparring, he does that. He does Krav Maga, or however you pronounce it. He'll walk up behind you when you're boxing and just low kick you for no reason. Like, he's a beast, but yeah, crazy guy. Chris, demo replay trading can be very good, but you need to be careful. You need to treat it like a live account, because otherwise you'll build up bad habits. And as soon as you introduce, I think someone said it earlier. I think it might have been, who was it? It might have been Yusuf. Unless you've got skin in the game, it doesn't make a difference. It's like, I mean, I could give an analogy here, but it really is just as simple as, if you're risking money, your entire view on the market is going to be completely different, okay? Even just trade on demo for a week and then trade on a live account for a week, risking like £1 or whatever. See how many trades you win, see how many trades you lose. You'll most likely perform better on the demo. Without risking actual money, you're not really building up those good habits. Cola, I don't trade with order blocks or fair value gaps or anything like that. I don't really like them. I understand that they can work for some people, but that comes from when they decide to use them, when they don't decide to use them. Like most systems, it's not the actual system that makes you profitable. It's when you choose to use it and when you don't choose to use it. And I don't choose to use order blocks and fair value gaps at all. I don't really like them. What's that? Max, that pic of me and you in the meetup is the long and short. Tony, it's a good photo, Tony. It's a good photo. Krav Maga is great. I mean, it sounds great to watch. To actually do, I don't know. Fighting guy, never let go while whispering short. Yusuf, man. Crazy guy. Yeah, gold is dropping nicely now. We do have quite a few people in here in shorts at the moment, so... Oh, my God, not in shorts. DV, you've ruined it for me. Okay, on that note, we'll come to an end on this live. It's been a great live, by the way. I think we've gone over some great value, and then we've gone off on a few tangents, but I think there's been some great points in there. And then I am live every night from Sunday to Thursday at 8 PM UK time. So you can subscribe to this channel to get notified. And yeah, I appreciate everyone, tuning in. It's been really fun. I enjoy the lives. If you're not already in the private group, don't know what you're playing at, get involved. It's the best place to learn and grow as a trader. You get signals analysis courses from me, and then also from the 5 educators that we've got who are providing signals analysis courses. We've got full community. We've got the boot camp coming out tomorrow, which literally tells you A to Z trading. And then just a no bullshit approach. We'll tell you how trading is. And yeah, everyone's there to help each other grow. We've got people going full-time, people who have gone full-time and people who are actively going full-time right now in trading. We've got people who have become millionaires. We've got people who have joined the group knowing nothing. Now they're educators. We've got people just like you who are now in the place where you potentially want to get to. So yeah. Hope everyone has an amazing night anyway. Take care, and I'll see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. See you in a bit. FXC, see you in a bit. Mark. I'm not selling courses FXC, but okay. See you in a bit. Katie, Yusuf, Wingnuts, Tony, Sam, DB, Katie, Keaton, DB, Cola, Nisi, Tony, Yusuf, Chris, left the coast. See you in a bit, guys. Take care. Have a great night.